A paranormal investigator's most terrifying case. This is scary stuff. I'm Nathan. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for being here. Be sure to click the bell to be notified when I release new content. You all love the spooky shit. Yes, there's a guy who you've probably seen him on TV. He's done over 100 ghost investigations. This is what he does for a living. He's traveled all over the world, and this one in particular happens in Ohio. It's the House of Wills is what it's called. It used to be a funeral home up until it was purchased in 2010, and before that it was serving as a hospital, and before that it was a place where people would go and listen to performances, singing performances in the 1800s. But this paranormal investigator said it was the scariest thing that he had ever experienced. He went to Ohio, he goes into this structure, and he sees shadow figures. He sees people getting pushed. He said there was such a sense of evil there. And if you have ever experienced something similar to this, you could maybe understand what this is even referring to. But it's not so much what happened while he was there. It was what happened when he left. So he travels from Ohio after the investigation is complete and after they had filmed, and they were probably going back to then study and see what they possibly had captured if they didn't see that actually on site. Goes back to his home, Delaware, and he is there with his wife and his 2-year-old. And the evil that follows, he said, was overwhelming. He goes on to talk about there was 6 weeks of pure evil. There were hundreds of black flies that just magically appear at his residence. He would kill them, and then the next day there would be these massive swarms of flies all over again. The evil that was within the house, he said it took him to his wits' end. He also said he felt so bad because he knows for a fact that his 2-year-old child saw a ghost, a figure. And the evil that followed just ramped up to the point where this man, paranormal investigator, said, I had not been a spiritual person, but I had nowhere else and nothing else left to do but to submit, repent, and turn my life over to God. 6 weeks into, and slowly every day after the moment of surrender, the evil disappeared from the house, his house. He said it was the worst experience ever. It had not happened before of the 100 plus investigations he's done all over the world. A lot of people say it's evil. A lot of people say it's unfinished business. Obviously, what was happening at his home was most certainly evil. It used to be a funeral home. People talk about it. My brother, it's interesting because at his old house, I would come, because I lived above the funeral home, I would come and visit, and things would move. And it's almost as if, did something follow you? In this instance, if you believe, then this paranormal investigator absolutely had something or someone latching onto them, traveling to Delaware, and making his family's life a living hell. Let me know in the comments below, do you believe in this stuff? If you don't, no problem. Tell me why you don't. And if you've had an experience, let me know as well. You all love the spooky stuff. Be sure to follow. Be sure to subscribe right here. Click the bell to be notified whenever I release new content, which is exclusive right here on YouTube. You got to be careful with this stuff. Absolutely be careful with it. All right. See you at the next spooky one.